Welcome to the Take It Home podcast, the podcast so bad we really just need to take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at DocSimmons17. Joined tonight by three wonderfully beautiful men. I'm going to give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself and our tag team.
That's right. The tag team you can find at Facebook and Instagram called Country Air Official, or shoot us a tweet at Country Air Brand on Twitter. And you know, I'm the Outlaw Zach Hendricks, and you can find me on all social medias at Z Hendricks Brand. And if you want something a little bit more monstery, let's give it up to the next host.
Hey, that's me. I'm Gunnar Wicks. You can find me on all the social media at Gunnar Wicks. And this week, I think I hit a big milestone. It's the first time I ever Googled my own name, and usually pops up, do you mean Gunnar 6? Because there's like some Gunnar 6 guy, I don't know. But now it doesn't. Now I pop up.
Oh, congratulations, brother.
Yeah. About time.
There's some Doc Simmons, an actual Dr. Simmons that pops up before me. I feel we have to go Highlander. There can be only one. I need to take off the head.
I thought he was just he did a milestone. He actually read the homework for this podcast.
Like let's.
I did do that also.
Gunner's on point this week.
So do you got a question this week?
It all depends if I read it correctly.
You know what? I'm not confident in my wording, so
I'm not confident in my reading.
All right.
So we'll see how it goes.
We work great together. I promise.
Yes, we do.
And I guess we can pass it off to the number one ref in the Midwest.
What's up, guys? I'm Perch, Ref Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV. Waffles for the Ref Brand.
Waffles.
Pound signed, pound symbol, tic-tac-toe board, Take It Home podcast. Hey. Celebrate pro wrestling every single day.
All right. Well, welcome, fellas. How we feeling tonight?
Feeling great.
Hey, I can't complain. Florida, it's like outside in some shorts, so I can't complain. I'm about to go to the pool after this.
Right. Oh, Mr. Big Bad in Florida, while we over here chilling in luxury in that 30-degree weather.
Yeah, I was outside in shorts today too.
Yeah, it was hot. It was hot as hell today.
I was tying some snow, so I was in the waiting table.
Well, I mean, I had to snow blow the driveway, but for the most part, today was a pretty good day for Wisconsin. But why don't we go ahead and get started? Perch, why don't you let us know the banger of the week?
Oh man, this week's banger. It's not only a banger of a day, banger of a week. This is like a banger of a generation. This one hit me hard Saturday night when I went back and watched with my brother a little WrestleMania 17. Ooh. And if everyone somehow remembers in their memory banks, Limp Bizkit, My Way.
Yes.
Time.
Can't go wrong.
Best video package ever.
I remember you saying that one time way back, Gunner, that video package was the best, and it's more than music. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. It strikes down deep.
No, so, I mean I feel people shit on Taker's biker run, but I love the use of Limp Bizkit in that time.
Not around here, they don't.
That's the uncultured heathens out there do not appreciate the biker run. But the use of Limp Bizkit, beautiful in those years.
Yeah, and sometimes you could be Fred Durst in the video games too. And yeah, he tore the house down. And for them to have the main soundtrack on WrestleMania 17, and then he comes out live on WrestleMania 19 and plays Undertaker out to the ring. That's pretty bad. That stretch of 01, 02, 03, Limp Bizkit rocked it. And anytime I hear it, brings me right back to those days. Yeah. Motivate that pro wrestling.
Definitely. Like Limp Bizkit is synonymous with wrestling for me now. Like those years were some of the best. I mean, that's like first SmackDown game for PlayStation came out. Like those are quality times.
Mm-hmm. WWF No Mercy, big fan myself.
The best.
That's a little bit before the PS1, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, that one came out. Did that come
That
out?
was 2001.
I was gonna say, yeah, because WrestleMania 2000 was like late 99.
Yeah, it came out, I think, even within the same year as each other, those two games. Right at the same time, within the year. So it was like 01 for No Mercy. Remember going to Kmart right when it came out and picking that game up. That was the best.
I mean, that was one of those that like ignited my love for wrestling at the time. WrestleMania 2000, and WCW Nitro. Then like I didn't have a 64 at the time, so once SmackDown came out, I was all for it. But it wasn't like WrestleMania 2000 or WCW Nitro. So once No Mercy came out, I had to grab that 64. I was like, I'm not missing this one. I'm not missing this one.
My PlayStation 4 broke the other week, and I've been playing WCW Mayhem for the past 3 weeks or so. Tony Schiavone. I probably played it last week, but still playing it, still rocking.
Oh, so Perch is winning right now.
Yeah. Bobby Eaton with that Death Valley driver.
God, such good games. Such good
great games.
Like I would love for AEW because I mean even the models now kind of look like, I mean no offense to the company working on it. I know you're putting it on ridiculous hours to make it work, but it reminds me of that era of video games, like the models that I've seen for it so far. I hope they can steal that Aki system because that's the best wrestling game system, period.
Yeah, and not only the best system, but the AKI man was the best wrestler.
Oh yeah, every time. Number one draft pick right there. So thank you for that long tangent and rundown memory lane, Perch, with that banger.
That's why we love what we do, boys.
Yep. And why don't we go ahead and throw it back to talk about what we've been watching this week? Me personally, definitely watched Elimination Chamber on Sunday. I thought it was a great show. I really thought they were going to give us that poetic justice with Daniel Bryan getting the win in like 8 seconds on Roman for a moment. He's like, me and the lady bit hard on that.
Same, when he went for that spear and caught him in the submission.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, oh.
I was shocked when Cesaro got eliminated. That was my pick. The chamber match. They have so much buzz around him.
It's got to be coming. I mean, he's on such a tear right now too.
I think the problem is that Roman is right now at the top of his game. And it's just the timing's bad. Like, it's just like if this is like a few months, like 6 months later, and Roman's been doing what he's been doing, I think the timing would be perfect. But it's just they're both colliding at the same time, and
Roman's higher on the card. I mean, I would not be upset with Cesaro being the like top mid card heel, but God, he is so good.
Is Cesaro heel right now?
Kind of, maybe, yeah.
Now, those promos he cut last week on SmackDown,
definitely baby. But like before,
baby. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like him and Shinsuke, like they were both heels, but they were just kind of like, oh yeah, everybody likes these guys.
I like that they didn't acknowledge that like Cesaro, like a few months ago, was in a faction with Sami Zayn, and they didn't break up at all. They're just like I was like, are they gonna acknowledge this at all? Like Sami gonna try to acknowledge this, and they just didn't pay no attention to it.
No, not at all.
The Randy Orton's elimination was a huge oh
yeah, I did not see that one coming. Though I do like him just going crazy and giving RKOs to everybody.
And then AJ spot.
Yep. The genius. Like I'm gonna get these wins. I like that.
Owens with the arm caught in the door. That was a good spot. I like that a lot.
It was a good one. This is a great show. It was a great show. Mostly, I mean, besides, I guess, Elimination Chamber, I've been going back and watching a lot of old Kenta matches, which I am want to do. A lot of old Aleister Black, Tommy End matches. Always just looking at some of the best strikers out there to further improve my game and get some ideas. It's been a good week. Actually, I mean, speaking of Elimination Chamber, I've been watching a lot of Kenta versus old Brian Danielson matches. They had a very good run in ROH and Noah, so been enjoying those matches. But that's it for me. Who else wants to talk about what they've been watching?
I mean, I guess I don't have much. I haven't really watched the live. Watched the Elimination Chamber last night. We kind of all just discussed our thoughts on that. Actually, I watched a little bit of like 2008 through 2009 pay-per-views. Like watching the little story of Jeff Hardy becoming the WWE champion. Great match there. Just watched the Matt Hardy at Royal Rumble 2009 blasting Jeff with the chair.
Mm.
Nice little reaction there. And then behind me, I have Raw going on right now. I actually have cable out here, so it's like, oh, I can watch Raw.
I am doing the usual of watching IWTV right now. Checking out that second half of the first show.
Couple of multitaskers over here.
Oh yeah, man. He's like dedicated to the game. We podcast and we study.
Not I.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us what a lack of studier like yourself, Mr. One Man Riot Squad, has been watching?
Oh yeah. The only thing I've seen is the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I thought it was a good overall show too. The only problem I have with it, which I don't really feel like shitting on it and criticizing it a bunch, but I felt the Elimination Chamber matches were kind of like not needed, or kind of ended up being pointless, just because like they both had matches right after that where the outcomes of each kind of made like the whole match before it not really, I don't know, didn't really have a purpose, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of like pay-per-views based off of like gimmick matches in general, like Elimination Chamber, besides Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, like TLC, that kind of stuff, just because I feel like they're put themselves in a position where they have to like force storylines to make sense in those scenarios, and oftentimes they don't. And I just like when there's like an organic story that like drives the storyline to like being a stipulation match. Like I don't like it that's like a forced thing each year, you know?
Like, okay, I get it. So like we are at TLC, so we have to have a TLC match.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it doesn't always add up, you know, but whatever.
Yeah.
If I ever get a bajillion dollars and start my own wrestling company, I'll keep that in mind.
You know what was weird now that you bring up gimmick matches? I was watching the 2009 Royal Rumble, and Finley comes out because they have him attack Hornswoggle. And Finley comes out early and starts hitting people with like his the gimmick he used to carry, whatever that
The
was.
shillelagh thing? Or no, that was a...
And it was disqualified from the Rumble. And I was like, disqualified, like, oh, he didn't come out of his right entrance, and now he's disqualified. And I'm like, I don't like that. Like, that bothered me. Like, I was watching the match. I'm like, did he really get disqualified? Like, I was kind of focused on that for a minute. I'm like, really?
No, yeah, and I've been having big conversations on like DQs and triple threats and just matches that it makes sense that there are no DQs. Like, why would you
watch the pre-show?
I did not. I was upset. I didn't want to see that match.
Phenomenal.
I bet it was.
Like I was telling like Val, like there has to be a way for them to distract Retribution, because it doesn't make sense for Ali not to win if like all three of those guys are out there.
Yeah.
And the way they had it was like, all right, that was a good finish.
Yeah, that was good. I'm a big fan of the I see a lot of people doing it now. I'm a big fan of the schoolboy through the ropes.
Yeah.
Lately, I see a lot of people.
The fact that they got him, the other three guys distracted with Ricochet.
Yeah, made sense. which is always good. God, how are they dropping the ball on him?
I don't know if they're dropping the ball on Ali or Ricochet. Buddy Murphy actually made a quote like talking about like on the Elimination Chamber, like a former WWE champion. Like, why don't we have an Elimination Chamber for future WWE champions? He dropped Ali himself, Ricochet, Humberto, which I forgot about. Humberto or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Humberto.
they completely got over their 2-week infatuation.
Yeah, and then Angel Garza.
Another one.
And Andrade, like wherever he is.
I think he's just been sitting on the sidelines.
Chilling on the beach with Charlotte somewhere.
Ain't mad at him.
Wait,
Ain't mad at him.
that money.
All right, Perch. What what old school wrestling have you been studying?
Man, it's been a good week in wrestling. I was watching some Impact on Tuesday night right away, and Josh Alexander against TJP for that X Division Championship was about as fucking good as a match can get. Just both technical wrestlers who've been doing it long enough to know their way around a ring. So they put on a classic on a random Tuesday night. But Impact Wrestling is banging some good matches, and that one really got me going. And the biggest one was Wednesday night, AEW main event. Right before it came out, they showed special guest in the ring, or ringside sitting, and it was none other than Dory Funk Jr. sitting ringside for that main event of AEW, and that was great. Big fan. Another week where Moxley comes out with a kick-ass team, and this time he was against Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade. So it went hardcore. It went to balls to the wall. Both teams going at it in a great tag match, and it ended up with Kenny Omega coming out, beating the shit out of Moxley after Moxley gave him a headbutt right to the face. That was pretty cool to see. Just Kenny get up to that second level of anger. And then he pulls out the card saying, I want to see you in an exploding barbed wire death match. That moment was fucking
very intrigued by how they're going to do that.
Oh, me too. And just the way they set it up, it wasn't Moxley saying it, and it wasn't, Kenny Omega just coming out and saying it randomly. It was, we've, tried to kill you, you keep coming back. We tried to beat you, you keep saying something else. So we're gonna take you out for good.
We're gonna explode you.
So I've got a lot of intrigue about that match, just because, people our age, we didn't necessarily grow up with that kind of stuff, and for it to be on a higher profile TV show, it's pretty damn cool, and I'm looking forward to it.
I know me personally, I have only seen one exploding barbed wire death match. I cannot remember who was in it. It looked like it was in a bamboo thicket. I don't even remember how. Actually, no. Shout out to Lucha Gringo on Twitter, because I know it was him who led me to that match, because he always leads me to strange matches. So shout out to him. If you're ever looking for just the most randomest match, that is the guy to go to. He just knows them all. So I'm very excited for a high production exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Whatever they bring, it's two guys who have graced the cover as number one on the PWI within the past few years. So they're both firing on all cylinders as far as, great wrestlers, modern day, superheroes go. So setting the bar in the industry, I'm a big fan. But the other match that caught me big time on AEW was Serena Deeb against Rio. Damn, dude, what a good match. What a good match.
I don't know how I forgot about that one. Such a banger.
Man, it was.
Might have been my favorite match of the week now that I think about it. I don't know how I forgot about that one.
for a random one, it caught me, as holy smokes. And maybe there's some intrigue because Rio has been gone for a while. But I haven't been able to get into her matches when she was around the first time, given it was her against Nyla Rose in particular. And not that I can't get behind the match. Anyone can beat anyone on any given night. However, it just wasn't my forte. However, I think Serena Deeb may be my top favorite wrestler going right now. Just a workhorse. She is
Shout out
so
to
good.
Virginia. I did not realize she is from Virginia before Wednesday night. She's from Oakton, which is like maybe 20-25 minutes north of me.
She is so good, and it makes me want to talk to veterans in the business who may have crossed paths with her because she's been around for quite some time, and I just think
we do know a couple that are close to her, so we
I'm intrigued to pick people's brains and find out a little bit more, because the way she's able to tell a story in that ring was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, and that was one that really stood out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that match was amazing. Her, and I mean, I definitely understand the Rio thing, but I do think that is a product of, I think their women's division is stronger now than it was at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that Nyla isn't a good worker, but I just think overall they're just in a much better place now than they were when they first started. So I think a lot of their women's matches are a lot more intriguing now than they were at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that one really kind of set the tone for this women's tournament that's been going on. Just another good match in there, and there's going to be good matchups to come. So looking forward to it. Good, good wrestling all the way around. Gunnar, you got to get on that weekly wrestling stuff. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day. Check out
do
your
some
phone.
homework.
You can watch it.
I do sometimes,
I'm just it's just good stuff, and modern day, to have as many outlets as we do, it's awesome. Like you guys were saying, you're watching some wrestling. I was watching some Filthy Island over here from MLW from last week.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a bad thing for us because we're in the business, but God, there's just so much wrestling on weekly, and I can't watch it all.
No, no. No, and then you say, like, you're watching IWTV right now, Jay, from the first show, and it's like that's a gem. That would be like a VHS, like a gold VHS right there. You got to set some time aside and get comfortable to watch that one.
Yeah, why I gotta watch it now. When else am I going to get it in?
Different flavors, different styles, different characters. It's just fun to be a part of. Very fun to be a part of. Couldn't be happier to be on this ride with you, brothers.
Yes. This wrestling journey is a long one, and luckily there's a lot of stops along the way. But good shit, fellas. Good to know that most of us are studying. Gunner still never doing his homework.
I'm very I don't know what the word is, but I can go a long time without watching anything, and then I will watch something that like sparks my interest and be obsessed with it for like a week or two, and then I go back to nothing again. Very up and down.
Fair. I mean, it like I said, there's a lot of wrestling out. It can get very easy to get burned out by it because there's just so much, and you feel the pressure of watching it all. But it's good stuff. Why don't we go ahead and move on to talking about what we did this past weekend? Well, we kick it off to Perch first because we never do. I know you were doing some training this weekend.
Yeah, I did a little extra training over the weekend, getting the body right, and some extra in-ring work. Listening to different people talk, podcasts and stuff, taking notes while being inside the ring. It's just a powerful tool, just to a little bit of meditation in there, as well as getting the body right with rolls and hitting the ropes and just feeling it out. So it was a good weekend training wise, and also got some business handled at the office for the ref brand. So So getting some dates set, and the calendar is starting to fill up a little bit more for some bigger shows coming up here in the future. So looking forward to the snow to melt, spring to come, and great days ahead of us. So it was a fun weekend, and looking forward to many more ahead.
Yeah. All you fans out there, be sure to follow Perch XLV to get the news on those upcoming dates. Business is good over here at the Take It Home podcast. Good. Gunner, what you have possibly been doing this weekend?
Unfortunately, no wrestling for me this weekend.
Thought you were wrestling a bottle of whiskey.
That allegedly might have happened. Besides wrestling whiskey, it's a lot of time in the gym, lifting, stretching, trying to get the body right. My body's in shambles right now, so
I guess your body would be in shambles after murdering a ref.
Yeah, his body's in shambles too, I'm sure, much worse than mine.
I've yet to hear from him too, so I hope all is well. I hope he's surviving.
Yep, me too. Surviving long enough just so I can do it again at some point. But yeah, just trying to get the body right and be ready for whatever's coming up next.
Yes, and we will shortly get to what we got coming up next. Why don't we go ahead and pass it on to my very sexy tag partner who's out there on the road?
Well, unfortunately, some of the shows I was supposed to go to this weekend with restrictions and all that didn't happen. But I'm just kind of enjoying the vacation. Went to SeaWorld's water park. Really great. They have a water slide that when you go underneath, you're with the dolphins. So that was interesting.
Nice.
And I've actually got to go to Disney World for the first time. So I went to Disney World Magic Kingdom, and I've been to Animal Kingdom now. Shout out to Disney World's person who gave a great helped me and my girlfriend out with that because he made that trip really affordable, super nice, and I'm glad I can finally say I've been to Disney World.
Hey, that's great.
I have one more park, but that's coming out. That's on the upcoming, so I'll just leave it for that.
Okay. And I guess I could talk about my weekend. Saturday, I was at Zow Alive, defending my Fireweight Championship against Rip Studwell and Chip Collins, the artist formerly known as Bucky Collins. Match started out a little rough, but eventually, the GOAT does what he does best, starts kicking heads, starts taking control, hits a very pretty liquid sword on Rip Studwell. And this little Connor bitch ass fucker decides to hold me and take advantage of the triple threat rules, and that is no DQ. So Chip can just crawl his little hobbly butt, because I kicked him in the face too, over on Rip Studwell to make the cover. Quite frankly, I'm not very happy.
I won't be either. What are you gonna do about it?
So I think it's time that Deer Grove next week gets a little whiff. I think it's time.
Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend.
Yep. I think it's time to talk about what's coming up this weekend, because Country Air is riding all over the Midwest. Saturday, 3 p.m. showtime down in Deer Grove. We have Zow Alive. It will be Country Air, the Gahots, Doc Simmons, the Outlaw, Zach Hendricks, taking on a Connor Hopkins production. I'm pretty sure that's what he calls his crew or whatever it is. Connor Hopkins and Chip Collins. Tag team match. Coming for revenge.
If you don't say we're over, just show up.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the hot tag, because on the same day, the following that night, we defend our Covenant ICW Tag Team Championships.
I know this is an audio media, but I am doing the New Day hip circle. So
on top of it, he's circling.
Yeah.
ICW
Tag Team Champions.
against We Hate You Nation, that bitch bald boy, CJ Cole, and Mr. My girlfriend had to propose to me because I'm dickless. Fletch Felch. I don't
And the other bald bastard, Yanni, will be walking out with them, I'm sure.
Johnny GQ, I don't know. He can walk out and look at their asses all he wants. Isn't that what he's out there for? Like, why else would you be out there? That's the manager role. We dealt with Val. Pretty sure she has bigger balls than you, so ain't nothing we ain't used to.
Yeah. Much easier to deal with Yanni than Val.
Yeah. And then non-wrestling related, I finally get to go to Universal this Wednesday. I'm so pumped to checking out your mama's favorite spot, the Simpsonsville.
Yeah, Universal's tight. It was definitely my favorite place when I went down there and visited.
Oh, yeah, dude, like so at Magic Kingdom, Jack got sick and puked 3 times.
No.
At Animal Kingdom, Val's knee got started hurting. So like both times we kind of had to cut the trips a little early, which we hit everything. Like the lines were super. We walked on Mount Everest 5 times. Like that's so it was dope.
Did he puke in rally?
No, he puked and went home.
Wow.
I know. Like I was trying to go on.
What a loser!
Yeah.
I know. So I looked at them and I was like, "Yo, y'all gonna rest the next day because we're going to Universal and we ain't leaving."
Smart man. Universal is fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what Country Air has in store coming up this weekend.
Oh, and then one more thing.
Oh.
Friday, I'm not gonna give out much detail, but I'm doing a little wrestling project in a form of a music video, and that's about all I can share right now.
Yeah. Country Air everywhere. All right, Gunner.
Hey.
I believe you have a opportunity this weekend.
Sure do. IC Dub. It's me and the Chuckster, Killer Instinct, against Clockwork Dogs for the second time. It's a #1 contenders match. So hopefully once me and Chucky slap them up a little bit.
What contenders for? And say it like how I just said it.
What?
What's the #1 contenders for?
Move your hips. Move your hips.
Dude, I just got done deadlifting. There's no more hip moving for me.
Yeah, like, well, see, the problem is that you probably didn't stretch your hips, so you probably need to do this now.
Yeah.
You might be right.
I see. So you guys are #1 contenders for what if you win?
The ICW Tag Team Championship, baby.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Thank you. So yeah, hopefully once we had a match against them 2 months ago, I think, for the #1 contender match, and we lost that one.
We worked at Clockwork Dogs last month, so.
Yep. So hopefully we can adjust our game plan a little bit and not suck as bad and whoop their ass, and then hopefully next month have a nice little contest with you two fellas.
I'm glad that you already predicted, because we already know we're gonna whoop those We Hate You Nation's ass.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't put any thought into that.
I
mean, me and Chucky had our fair share of bouts against them too at ICW. So, I mean, if they do somehow come out with a victory there, we'll be ready either way. But I doubt it.
All right, and we'll pass it on to our resident referee. What do you have planned this weekend?
Yeah, we've got big ICW, Insanity TV, and that TV spot they've got working is pretty sweet. I'm a fan. And I think we're going to be getting some more stuff in the way of, plugs and promos and segments and stuff. So I think it's going to be a busy night between, when the show starts refereeing. But I think some other odds and ends and figuring out some things. Last time we had to do some filming of just pre-show stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. Whenever we get a home game, it's always a blast. So you guys know it. ICW is something, it's a great vibe. So going to be a great weekend, and give it our all this weekend. Have a blast. Block party.
Definitely. Yeah, ICW is always a holiday here in Wisconsin. Definitely go check out ICW Milwaukee on YouTube. Check out Insanity TV, and you can also find it on IWTV. All around, baby. Check your mama's favorite tag team, the One Man Riot Squad, and the ref with the mustache. All right, guys. I think it's time we move into the one segment that we've had planned probably the longest because we planned it last week. Your dream WrestleMania or just big show in general entrance. All right, we'll go ahead and pass it to my lovely tag partner first so we can give Gunner some time just in case he misunderstood the question.
If you don't remember, I've been quite excited about this. I started thinking about it last week already, so I'm ready.
How about on? If you're so excited, go first. We got you.
Okay. So, my dream entrance, right? It's at the biggest stadium in the world. Don't know what that currently is, but that's where it's taking place. My theme song is Dead by Daylight by the Dead Rabbits, what I come out to now. I'm a big fan of them. They're not very well known, but you guys should check them out if you like hardcore, screamy type music. But so the beginning of that song, right, there's a little violin playing for like 5 seconds or so. But we're going to take that and we're going to extend it out to like a minute because this is going to be a long ass entrance. People are going to be like just dead waiting in anticipation.
So, with Undertaker and Kane being some of your favorite wrestlers, I'm not.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, there's gonna be some Undertaker and Kane vibes in this entrance. So they have an entire symphony plus the band Dead Rabbits. They're gonna drop down from the ceiling, like on this giant platform, start playing me out before I come out. We're gonna have lightning shoot from the ceiling down to the stage. Black smoke is gonna rise up, and then I'm going to slowly appear from the bottom of the stage, Undertaker style, probably with some sweet robe that is like, I was gonna say better than the Undertaker's, but that's not possible. On par with the Undertaker's sweet robes. So yeah, they play me out live. It's gonna be lightning, it's gonna be smoke. I'm gonna walk my way down to the ring. That's when the hardcore music's gonna start playing. Get to the ring, lights are gonna shut off, Undertaker style. Fire's gonna go off, Kane style. Lights are gonna appear back on, and there's just gonna be weapons scattered all over the place. This is gonna be a hardcore match, by the way. My opponent, I don't know, I don't care. But lights are gonna come back on. It's gonna be barbed wire bats. It's gonna be tables. No, matter of fact, instead of fire coming out of ring posts, fire is gonna come from the tables, and tables are gonna be pre-lit with fire, ready to go for when the bell rings. Tables on fire, barbed wire bats, steel chairs, pythons around the ring. I don't know why. I think that'd be cool. Jake the Snake can be commentating. Maybe not. He has a rough voice. Yeah. Then boom, lights on, weapons all over. I'm in the ring looking badass. And then my opponent comes down, whoever that is. Maybe Undertaker. I'll bring him out of retirement. I don't know. It's my match, so yeah, I am.
Not bad, brother.
Love it.
Yep. Especially for your first homework assignment completed on time.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you like it.
No, it's very good. I'm sad that you went first because I feel like I don't know if we're gonna go into as much description as you did.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go into much, but I have two. I have a country air and my singles.
Go ahead, brother.
So for country air, I want like the same song. They just bought the rights so we can come out to Country Grammar for life. It pops, biggest stadium, nice little breeze. So when my hair's in the air, like it's like all luscious. But like we come out smoke and everyone can take a whiff of it take a whiff. And then from the sky, because the stadium's gonna have no ceiling, but somehow we're gonna make it rain air fresheners. Let's say take a whiff.
Country
down
Air
with it.
branded.
Yeah, just say take a whiff. I just texted Doc the scent. Doc knows what our scent's gonna be. I can't tell you guys. I don't want to spoil no secrets.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that Country air freshener coming soon.
Yeah, we both just decided on the scent right now, right?
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'll go with it.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, we've been planning this for a while, but a lot of things have just stopped us from doing it.
Let's say take a whiff, baby. You better buy one, Gunner. Full price.
If it smells like hydrangeas, I'm in.
I think you'll enjoy the smell.
You're a co-creator, Perch. What better?
Why do I feel like I know what the smell is also?
Text it to me.
It's not what you think it is, you jerk.
For all disclaimers, we're not gonna come out to that skunk smell.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anyway, so we come out, we pop out, we have our brand new sexy jackets, but deluxe because now they're capes or something. Because why not? Actually, no, we're gonna come out looking like Simpsons characters because that's our shirts. And then I'm gonna pop up on a real motorcycle, and Doc's gonna pop up on a mini chopper.
Hell yeah.
And now we're gonna look at each other, and then we're gonna drop the bikes and we're gonna go down the entrance ramp on mini segways.
Dude, you guys should have like a big badass motorcycle and then have one of those, like, I don't know what they're called, attaches to like the side.
Oh, the sidecar.
Yeah, have Doc in that.
I'm gonna come out on the motorcycle, and I'm gonna look around, and Doc's gonna pop his head out of the sidecar. He's gonna hold a flag that says "Say Country Air." We're gonna go down to the ring that way.
I am completely down with that.
Doc is passing out air fresheners. Everyone's going wild. We're super over. We're actually the main event of WrestleMania.
I mean, do you have a motorcycle? Do you have a sidecar? Because I feel like we could do this.
Not yet.
How much do sidecars cost? I'm willing to invest in this.
Oh no, but let's make it happen. But we're super over. We're actually the main event of WrestleMania because we both won the Royal Rumble because we decided to hug and jump out together, and somehow our feet touched the same time, even though Doc's short. We're wrestling the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the tag team champions, the New Age Outlaws, because I'm not going to leave those guys out.
Fair.
It's a banger match, TLC, triple cage match. Us over.
There we go.
That's the tag. The singles, I won't get too much detail. Just going to be the Outlaw song, because I think that's still a dope-ass song. I'm going to enter on a lion.
All right.
But I'm just going to enter on a lion, and we're going to have good wind, and there's going to be a point where we do the slow motion John Morrison camera, where I look at the camera with the sunglasses, and I take my glasses off. At the same time, the lion puts his head up like that. And that's how it's going to go. And if you fucked with me during my entrance, the lion kills you.
Fair. I think lions do that.
They sure do. I googled the price of a sidecar, by the way. They seem to be about $1,000, give or take.
Okay. Let's go federal tax return. It's like, I'm just saying, don't be surprised at a fair show if Country Air does parts of Zach's entrance right now.
Just, we're not going to have air fresheners drop from the ceilings. We're going to do that when we're big time and we can't afford it.
I'll just have to throw them from the sidecar, sadly.
No, we're going to drive around slowly and you're going to take money transactions. We got to buy the sidecar. We're still paying the deposit.
Yeah, hey, freaking mobile merch stand. Why not? We could just drive around the fairgrounds. Who cares?
So now that I came up with a tagline, I expect the same Doc from you.
Oh, so I don't, like, once again, just not as detailed, but I definitely do have, like, the entranceway. I know how I want the entranceway to be.
Are you going to pop out like Rey Mysterio?
That's for me singles, but for our tag, I have something much more, hopefully, cinematic.
America.
Okay, so for our tag, it will be the same song, but I don't know if y'all know that, like, that sampled from like a nursery rhyme. So I would want, this would have to be like some House of Horrors. It would definitely have to be like some dark type match for it to fit the atmosphere. But I would want like just like that one spotlight on two girls doing the nursery rhyme for the beginning before our beat drops. And I kind of want like the bar entrance where like one of us pops out in the light, it shuts off, you swish around, and the other one of us is behind, and we're still doing our gun poses.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I don't know how we would walk down to the ramp or what we would do in the ring, but I think that would just be a very dope beginning to our entrance.
We could combine ours, and like I could pop up on the ramp, right? And the lights hit, the lights disappear, and then the motorcycle pops up, and then you're the
I just pop out the sidecar. There you go.
like we have to have it 3 takes, like me on the motorcycle, you in the cart, like
yeah. Well, yeah, that would be, yeah, we could probably combine those. That'd be good. And see, that's the sad thing. Like, I am very big on like the entrance way, like that first moment. Like, I don't have anything for like walk down or what I look like in the ring. But for me individually, I would want the background to be like that that first No Way Out, where it's like the brick and the cages. And I would still want to do the like Rey Mysterio pop up when the hello hits, and I just do my little fist bump.
hello. Wish I was a little.
Yeah, it's taller. I wish I was a baller. Like that's when I would want to pop up. So I mean, I guess it would have to be at a 2000s No Way Out, but whatever, I'll take it.
Man, with that little taxi on that entrance. Too.
Yeah. I always really enjoyed that stage setup.
Me too.
Yeah. I'd want to do it there, and I guess, or with that background, and do the Rey Mysterio pop out as soon as the hello hits, and just go buck wild.
I like it.
All right, and for the grandest entrance, kick it off to our main ref Perch.
And so you proposed this question last week, and it hit just perfectly with the way that AEW match called in for that barbed wire exploding death match. So I went back and researched one, and it was Onita against Chono at the Tokyo Dome. And Onita comes out with the most badass entrance of all time. Comes out to Wild Thing from Major League. Comes out with a badass leather jacket and a chair over his shoulder. Comes out, sets the chair down, and a long walk to the ring.
Yeah,
and he took his time milking it, and the crowd throwing stuff at him, just pure disrespect. He sets up that chair, pulls out a grit, and lights it. And hops back up, picks out that chair, makes his way back.
For the fans that don't know, anytime Perch can think of a time to just input smoking a grit in anything, he will take it as a badass moment.
Not a grit smoke for myself, but it definitely enhances the moment and the drama just as much as getting color cans sometimes. Lighting up a cigarette can.
They're the same category for a ref Perch.
Yeah, I certainly don't condone it. I'm not a fan, but in the heat of the moment, it can make for a badass entrance. Corp has a badass entrance. Sure, I got
with a cigarette. Yeah, it's great.
Sure, I gotta step out and take a puff, take my puffer, my inhaler. It gets there, but it makes for a badass entrance. But no, that was pretty sick. And he went into a barbed wire ring with that. So that was one of the coolest entrances I've ever seen. However, if it were me, this is just hands down. This is exactly what I would do, no questions asked. Just like back in the day, Charles Robinson went after his idol, which was a little nature boy, and he was great. He nailed it. He knew the gimmick. He researched it because he loved him. He knew exactly what to do down to a T, and he paid respects to him. Had one of the best entrances I've ever seen as Nature Boy. So that being said, if I had to do any entrance, it would be on the whatever stage, whatever grand stage, but I would be Little H. and I would do Triple H's entrance verbatim with him. And I would
just the
come out
water spit one, or any of the Mega Mania ones?
I would go straight up vintage, 2003 era Triple H. No crazy anything. Let this be a Raw show. Let it be a Smoky House show or a Raw, and that would be coming out doing the big pose, the water spit, the toss it to a fan out there, come up, hit that rope right next to him, maybe glance over and yeah. So I would do that to a T. I would pay best respects I could and do the full game entrance.
Well, sadly, I could not find any videos of you doing the Triple H entrance. For the fans who don't know, Perch is very, very good at imitating Triple H.
I know where to find it.
Well, if you find it, send it to me. I will find a way to cut it into one of these videos.
You just gotta go a little bit deep on the Bruce City Instagram.
I tried. I couldn't find it. But,
okay, it's out there somewhere, or just that right setting.
It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I think this was a good one. I really enjoyed everybody's entrances. Very different from everybody too. So good stuff. We can go ahead and I guess just move into our final segment. If Gunnar also read that part of the text and actually has a question for tonight.
I did read that part of the text, and I will read it again. I'm gonna skip out on all the beginning stuff, but it says, and whoever has a question. I was not specified as the standalone question bearer.
See, here's the thing.
So if this all falls down on me, Doc, damn it.
So here's the thing. I feel like you definitely parse that word and look for a way out.
No, you said last week while I was driving through a snowstorm that, Zach, you got this one. Think of it right now. I got you next week.
Okay, well then I'll come up with a question on top off the dome.
Okay.
No pressure. That's your homework, Gunner. I don't want you getting an F.
Would you rather fight an elephant-sized chicken or 20 chicken-sized elephants?
20 chicken-sized elephants is not even close.
Why? What if they're angry elephants?
Elephants think that we're cute. How could they be angry for us as that long?
Well, then I'll reword the question to...
Elephants look at us like we look at dogs.
Some people hate dogs.
Some people hate dogs, but 20 of them hate dogs?
Maybe.
That's a lot.
Wait.
Maybe they're a bunch of bored, angry little elephants, and they went on Facebook and joined a Facebook group. I hate humans or something. Banded together.
That's 20 chickens, Doc. I'm pretty positive.
No, he said 20 chicken-sized elephants, right?
Yes.
So it'd be 20 chicken. Oh, chicken-sized elephants. Oh, or one. Never mind.
And chickens are dicks.
Dude, plus if you kill that chicken, imagine how much food you would like.
I know. There's a lot more benefit to killing. There's a lot of danger in killing the chicken, and I just think elephants like us too much.
So you fight them?
Like by fight them, pet them, yes. Like 20 tiny elephants? That's adorable.
Yeah, that's my pick. Was something along the lines of I would take the 20 elephants and I would just, maybe put them in a pen so we could just see them and play with them and have them as pets.
Yeah.
No
fighting needed.
Yeah. If by fight you mean capture them for my enjoyment, yes. Terrible.
Time out.
We'll raise the elephant.
Bulls now? No. It was a fight. It's not keep it as a pet. Because when I had loophole on question one, the first couple of weeks, you guys told me no. There's no loopholes.
I will knock them out and then put them in a cage.
You could harvest their horns for ivory. You know how much that
that's
costs?
Rude.
Make a lot of money.
That's rude.
I'll kill him with kindness all day.
No.
Okay, then question number 2. What's your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh,
No
barbed wire,
loopholes in this one.
barbed wire bat, hands down, or maybe an axe. Maybe an axe with barbed wire around it. Yeah,
Sword.
axe with barbed wire around it.
Sword or spear.
Yeah, but I'd rather have like nails.
Ooh, a sword or a spear, like a liquid sword, Dre.
Ah.
Put a flying guillotine around the neck.
God, you win the zombie apocalypse if you pull out a flying guillotine.
Yeah, you pull that sucker out.
Yeah, it's like, they're not ready for that. That is just heads off. So you pull out a flying guillotine.
You can hear it coming though from a mile away.
Can I get a Buddhist palm? Just make them explode. That'd also be good.
Solid.
I would like either a crossbow or Perch said the bat, but I don't want a bat with like those thick nails sticking out. But that would spike a head.
All right.
What about nunchucks wrapped in barbed wire?
I might
Just
cut
like
myself.
one end of the nunchuck?
I'm not confident in myself to swing that, not cut myself.
I mean, yeah.
And a pair of Kevlar body armor to go with it, so that wouldn't happen.
Oh, now we got loopholes again. Huh?
Oh, it's just an addition. It comes with the nunchucks. Free
Yeah.
pair of nunchucks with the armor.
Bundle deal.
That's fair. It's hard to be good at nunchucks.
I would just look for the whirly bird. Can I use the blades of a chopper as my weapon of choice?
I know.
We finished this all the questions pretty quick.
I know.
I have a third if you would like a third.
Why not? Keep it going. I was going to say, this is about to be one of our shortest episodes.
If you could invite 3 wrestlers to dinner, living or dead, who would you invite? Yeah, that's a thinker, isn't it?
I mean, I got 2, I guess. As a fan, I would invite the Road Dogg Jesse James, Razor Ramon, and Shawn Michaels. Now, as a wrestler trying to give like the biggest opportunities, I would do like maybe like Triple H, Cody Rhodes, and like Matt Taven.
Like, got to take care of business. Understand? 3 wrestlers I could invite to dinner.
Alive or dead? Any wrestler ever.
Like, wait, who's paying the tab?
I'm gonna take Hall of Famers down.
Because that's the thing. Because
it's on the house.
It's on the house. Andre the Giant won. I'm trying to see how many beers he can drink. Not even close. Andre the Giant won. 2, Eddie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
3, got to be Shane Helms.
I'm actually kind of disappointed. I was hoping you pick Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, and like some other giant, and then have just a dinner with the greatest heavyweights of all time.
Well, I am the greatest heavyweight of all time at that table. So,
well, what you want to show them, like why you are exactly what you say you are.
Like, I mean, all we would conversate about is just big people things, eating lots of red meat and drinking lots of alcohol. But if I brought them to dinner, then waiters have to turn their attention from them to like feed me. So, it's just out of respect.
True.
Man, this was a good one, Joe. Did not know you had a good heater coming. I would go with 3 people. It would be the Crusher, man who made Milwaukee famous. We would take Harley Race and Bruiser, the Beer City Bruiser. It'd have those sitting down for a conversation. We would go to Vanguard and crush some sausages, some Polishes, some Italians, some brats, and we would crush some beers. I would be drinking some IPAs. They would be drinking any beer of choice. Maybe even bring in a cooler out the back door. people at the Vanguard are cool.
Yeah, just it would definitely be a sit out back after hours type conversation.
Yep, they would allow us to hit that back patio. And
Have you guys all been there, Vanguard? Am I the only one that hasn't gone?
You've never been to the Vanguard?
Nope.
Here's the thing. I've been to the Vanguard, but I've never been there on any of the cool nights.
Oh,
Dude,
and
Hollywood's
it's always a cool night at the Vanguard.
No, I mean the really cool nights, like the ROH nights or like the big after Mondo nights. Like I've never been there then. It's always been just like, hey, why don't we go hit the Vanguard tonight?
Yeah. No, anyone who's listening to this, Vanguard in Milwaukee, as good as it gets for food and drinks, and especially after wrestling shows. That's where, you know, it's a good place where before and after, just great food, great place, good people.
Yep, Perch, I don't know if you have, but on Monday they have wings, and like Dis got some of those wings. Oh, the wings are fire.
I have heard. I am trying to get some soon.
I was trying to order some for like I think the Rumble, but there was a snowstorm, so they were closed, and that's when Hollywood told me Monday. I was like, I was craving them wings, man. So good.
Heard.
Yeah, that place is great, and just how I long for it, and to say, you know, sit down and have a meal. Oh, how I want it to be at the Vanguard again very, very soon.
Definitely. We definitely miss those nights. Those were good ones, I assume. All right. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. That's been a great show, guys.
Can I answer my question quick?
Oh no, you can't.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Dre's Gunner.
All right. Kane, Undertaker, who's the third?
What?
Kane, Undertaker, who's your third guy?
You got one of them. I was tempted to put both Kane and Undertaker, but there's only room for 3. It's hard to choose. But I feel like we'll go with Undertaker for one, Brock Lesnar, and Ric Flair. I feel like the wealth of knowledge I would get from all of them, plus an amazing party, would just be unreal.
Fair.
I mean,
yeah, that would be a rager.
Yeah, Ric Flair still thinks he's like 19.
He goes pregnant and stuff.
Yeah.
What a man.
That's there. All right. Yeah. Let's take it home on that note because that storyline pisses me off. Oh God. All right. Like I said, this has been the Take It Home podcast. Be easy. 1.
Yeah.